If Facebook marketplaces had an average IQ based on their country, I reckon New Zealand would be on par with America's, because holy hell, some of these people are so stupid. I recently had a interesting conversation with someone who goes by the name of Archie. If you're out there, mate, I'm coming for you. He decided that his awesome aesthetic build, emphasis on aesthetic because everything inside of it sucks apart from his GPU, he thought that his 5070 build with other predated previous gen hardware would be a fair trade for my brand new current gen RX 9070 XT build. The GPU alone in my build was on average 20% better than his 5070, and on top of that, everything else hardware wise was far better than his. However, his argument was that, hey man, I've got a bunch of premium fans and this awesome case, so surely that's going to make it the exact same price as yours. And honestly, I couldn't think of anything stupider.
You stupid.
No, not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
Not only that, I have never seen someone so convinced of their own nonsense, because when I asked them, how much are you willing to give me on top of your gaming PC to make this a fair trade? And he was stumbling. He couldn't understand why I would ask for more cash, because in his head, he thought his magical RGB fans from Leon Lee were going to set his build apart. As if people would care about a bunch of stupid fans when the hardware supersedes them, and it's miles apart in difference. And guys, he's not the only idiot who thinks that a cool looking PC is what is going to get the extra $1,000. Okay guys, and today I'm going to show you guys a bunch of examples of people who need to maybe have a bit of a reality check and clearly learn a thing or two. Low IQ individuals out there on Facebook Marketplace thinking that their backwards mentality is going to sell their gaming PC, because it ain't. And I'm here to show you guys why. Stay tuned. And first of all, let's just go and browse some of these listings. So we have a decent looking gaming PC. Whoever this is, they've done a great job taking 4 pictures. Barely any of the actual PC. We have comes with Windows 11 installed and activated. Wow. Okay guys, look, see that right there, not off to a good start. If you're talking about software that is installed onto your computer, that's probably because you're trying to hide the fact that the rest of your computer sucks. So already off to a bad start. Typically, people who go straight to the point showing their hardware, it's because they've got good specs to show. So this guy clearly doesn't have good specs, which is why he's started off with this nonsense saying, hey, this is a good value gaming setup for playing games in full HD resolution and medium settings. Okay, it's not too bad. So he's got a RTX 4060, which is, it's okay. You've got a Ryzen 5 3600 CPU. Oh wow. Okay, so that's about 4 generations behind. You got 3000 series, 4000 series, 5000, 7000, and we're currently on 9000 series. So that's 5 series behind, mate. 5 generations behind. Really terrible in my opinion for the price that I saw, which was $2,500. You're dreaming, mate. You're dreaming. And a 500 gigabyte NVMe SSD hard drive. Now, it is an all-in-one system, so it comes with a Samsung Odyssey G3 24-inch 165 hertz. Yeah, nothing great. A Ducky One, 2 mini mechanical gaming keyboard, and a bunch of Razer equipment, which is nothing fantastic. So guys, right here, off the bat, I can tell you right now, the price is far too high. And how I'm going to demonstrate that, guys, is what we're going to do here is we're going to copy all of these parts, right? So we've copied everything, and we're going to go straight into ChatGPT, and let's just look at this and be like, and ask, okay, please estimate the cost of this used system in New Zealand. Okay, and then I'm sort of paste it. The seller thinks it's worth $2,500, and I don't think it's worth even half of that, but I could be wrong. That's just off the top of my head, guys. Obviously, I'm being slightly dramatic. So let's see what ChatGPT has to say for us, using far more information than a lot of people without the skills or know-how to make a better estimation. So as you come down here, guys, it's already done an estimate for all of the used parts. So in total, look at, oh wow, look at that, guys. We have the peripherals used on average. So the monitor should be around $250 to $300, which I think is redonkulous. I literally just bought I'm gonna show you guys what I just bought the other day. Okay, I bought a Kogan 180 hertz monitor. So guys, I bought this monitor the other day. Kogan 24-inch, full HD, 180 hertz, 1 millisecond response time, FreeSync gaming monitor at $150 if you subscribe to the membership program, which you can cancel after 14 days for absolutely free. And it is a curved screen, whereas the Samsung Odyssey G3 is very old and outdated, and whenever you buy old outdated equipment, especially monitors, you do run the risk. Oh my god, look at this, guys. Even brand new, I can buy a G3 at 180 hertz at $280, and it's trying to recommend used $250 to $300. So already ChatGPT is overpricing the items that I've asked for it to find an estimation. So remember when I said just off the top of my head that this thing is probably worth under half of what it's asking? I think I'm pretty near that, because obviously it was wrong with the monitor. And that's the thing, guys, not all of these prices are accurate, but the fact that it's DDR4, which is dated hardware, as well as the Ryzen 3600, this is all really old hardware, guys, and he's asking for $2,500, and ChatGPT has already provided a $1,500 amount that it estimates. And at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you whether or not you want to try and go to that person and be like, hey, look, I've used ChatGPT and you're asking $1,000 over what it recommends. And I think that'll hopefully start off your conversation a little bit better, because it's showing that you've taken that extra step to use tools that actually, you know, search through the website and find a fair price rather than you coming in and lowballing the guy. So here is a great way to open communication with a seller who is setting their prices far too high. But normally, guys, people who are setting their prices that high are extremely stubborn and a bit removed from reality and don't really want to be told otherwise. So, you know, there's a bit of that in that. But so yeah, guys, there's one example. Okay, redonkulous, no thank you. $1,000, well over what you should be asking. Okay, so here we have someone with a slightly cheaper build, okay, with an RTX 3080, which is, oh wow, okay, look, see guys, still definitely this is still an overpriced PC. This is ridiculous. people need to understand, when you're selling stuff that is 1, 2, 3, or even 4 generations old, the depreciation in price is huge. And this alone, already I can see a 3080, which is already better than 4060. This build is better, right? It looks nice. However, is it going to hold up in the newest games? Not so much. I'll tell you why. A lot of games nowadays, especially developers, they are prioritizing using newer hardware. So a lot of the game updates, a lot of the GPU updates prioritize newer hardware to actually run on new games. And what it does is that it forces people to buy new hardware. It's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. I could be wrong, but just from personal experience, someone who constantly buys the newest tech and matching it with previous tech that should theoretically be better, most of the time newer tech always wins. Even if on paper price to performance could be better on previous gen, unfortunately newer gen always performs better. So let's copy these parts. Let's take it. So do the same for this build. So let's see now what this build will cost according to ChatGPT. And this is the great thing, guys, is that you can use this for almost any types of Facebook marketplace sales. And as we can see here, guys, now as good as the Ryzen 9 5900X is, in my opinion, a Ryzen 5 current gen will supersede it and is much cheaper than this used estimate. And so this $500 isn't actually that great of a example, because most current gen will defeat any previous gen most of the time. And now that we're 2 generations ahead of the 5000 series, I can guarantee you a Ryzen 5 9600X will easily surpass this on single core performance. And as we come down, it is suggesting we pay $750 for a RTX 3080, which in my opinion is terrible. The only reason why I say that is because, yet again, 2 generations behind. Paying $750 for that type of hardware, no thank you, especially with how better of DLSs on the 4000 series or even the 5000 series. And here we go, guys. DDR4 RAM, 16 gigabyte. It's $100. You couldn't be wrong, like more wrong. Like, this is terrible. So already ChatGPT is pricing this further up than what it should be, guys. And the great thing about this is that fortunately it's given a very similar estimate to what this guy is asking, but obviously no one's buying it because it's got older tech. And if you're gonna spend anywhere over $2,000, you'd probably want to use it on newer tech. So that's where I go and do this: make a better build using new parts. Let's try use it, make it with the same amount. So here we go. So we got the Ryzen 5 7600. Like I said, still going to be better performance than the Ryzen 9 for single core performance. We've got the 4070. We've got 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM. So already, guys, we've got DDR5 system. And yeah, you know, this is going to perform much better and actually hold a more steadier frame rate, which is what you get, guys, when you buy newer hardware. If you play on an RTX 3000 series build, your FPS is going to be all over the show just because it's dated hardware, guys, and the drivers for that hardware is not as good as current gen, for example. So this is what I tend to do, guys, is I use ChatGPT just to figure out just how far from reality these guys are. And so once I can figure out, okay, cool, this guy's got a decent asking price, that's the kind of person I want to go towards. And once you guys figure that out, then you're at least going to have an easier time navigating the marketplace, because half the battle is trying to figure out who to deal with and who not to deal with. I'll give you guys an example of well-established sellers with a bunch of great reviews of whom I would recommend if you're looking for someone who already has a bunch of pre-built systems. So this guy here makes awesome builds, and I've been watching him for a decent amount of time, and his prices, in my opinion, are really fair for what he puts in them. Now, they're used, it's a mixture of used and brand new parts, but aside from that, guys, he offers a return to buyer warranty, and additionally, he's got a great reputation on Facebook Marketplace, which is another thing you guys need to look out for. Stick to people with good reputations, guys. And this guy, Sean Oz, if you're out there, mate, shout out to you, brother. You know, he's got an established name within the marketplace, and if you guys who don't have that much experience want to get a system that's pre-built, that's ready to go to someone like this. Personally, this is the only guy that I would recommend out of the entirety of the Facebook Marketplace, but that's just because New Zealand, well, Auckland Marketplace, in my opinion, is disgusting. There's so many guys just with prices that are so far removed from reality. But you know, I mean, maybe there's a few things that I need to improve on myself. Let's have a quick look at what I've built. So pretty chill, pretty happy with it. Let's quickly grab the parts that we have. So I've got this selling at $3,000 right now, right? I built it 1 month ago, brand new. So how much is this brand new? Now, over time, guys, tech depreciates, obviously, which is why every single week I will just drop price until it goes out the door. Because at the end of the day, guys, I just do this as a hobby. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get rich. This is merely something where I build PCs, hopefully make some content with it, and then sell it off and do it all over again. And so here we have, guys, all the parts sourced on ChatGPT, and the total comes around to 2923 to 3,268. So not too far off from what I am selling. And that, obviously, guys, I'm going to sell things at cost because I've got a reputation. You know, I need to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence and being careful because I have an audience. You know, I don't want to ruin or tarnish my reputation just because I'm putting prices, you know, putting my stuff that I'm selling at a ridiculous price.
50, 69.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I hope that it helps answer some of your guys' questions, especially for some of you out there who are looking into buying a PC of some sorts, and now you have the tools and the secrets that a lot of experienced PC buyers and sellers use just to help inform themselves before making a big purchase. And guys, if you have any questions, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Also, if you guys are one of the people who are out here putting your prices far too high, just understand that you're only going to damage yourself, because when you decide to have a YouTube channel and hopefully do something that helps improve your social influence, it's these kinds of things that will let you down, guys. So maybe just start taking these things into account a little bit better. And it's the reason why I try to price everything that I sell at a fair amount rather than just overcharging just because I've got a platform, but you guys will see anyway that I try not to ask for any type of financial backing to my channel, because I'd rather build a community here than ask for your guys' financial support, because hopefully I can do that all on my own. So guys, have a brilliant day, have an awesome weekend, stay safe, be sensible before making any big purchase. Enjoy my Discord channel if you guys have any more questions that you want to ask me directly. So guys, have a beautiful day. Sage Kieran out. Peace.